Hi everyone, it's James from Gradar, and it's time to talk about compensation structuring, internal pay analytics for your business performed within the Gradar system. Now for this feature, much like many of our features, you will have needed to grade your roles and upload employee data into the system, but once that's done, this compensation analysis view will automatically be shown. This is essential as a first analysis and the basis for creating your pay bands and pay groups, and what this is showing is the current situation in your organisation in terms of the distribution of salaries across grades. So we can see our range here 6 to 16, each blue dot is an individual salary, and we can also see the percentiles, median and average per job grade. We can use filters and change the reference frame to refine the analysis, and we can also switch between different months to show current and future scenarios. Below the graph, you'll see everything listed in a clear data format, so once you've graded your roles and uploaded your employee data, this is the next port of call and is a great place to come to get an overview of the organisation and get your first piece of information before you start building those pay bands. For the sake of the demo, here are some pay bands we made earlier. And if you head to the compensation models area of the software, you can see how you can build different compensation structures for different locations, and within that, different pay bands for each individual grade. Of course, these are some we made earlier, so I'm just going to click Add Pay Band to give you an idea of how you can do this for yourself and some of the key decisions you would need to make when building your own compensation structures. Of course, you would need to select a grade, a segmentation, and the number of segments, and you can see here we've done 3 per grade, select a midpoint, and also a percentage spread. So this is the range between the minimum and maximum salary levels, basically the difference in compensation that employees within the same grade can earn. Once you've done that, I'm just going to click cancel instead of save, the system will do the rest and it will plot your pay bands on this graph. But here's the cool part. If you click individual salary, you can see that much like in our initial compensation analysis, those blue dots have now populated on the graph, and you can clearly see any outliers from your pay bands. So let's take grade 9 as an example. We have a top range of 56,818, and yet we have an employee here in grade 9 earning 87,576 euros. So this may be a point where you think, okay, why is that? Why are they such an outlier? And what can we do to solve that? This also works for external market data, and if you want a bit more information on market benchmarking, check out our market benchmarking video. But in the configurations drop-down, you can actually upload salary survey data to the system and view the trend line over the same graph. So this gives you complete control over your compensation structures. You understand the internal processes, but also whether you're paying in line with market rates. Below the graph, we have more detailed information on the key figures, such as the number of employees, outliers below, outliers above, as well as the salary distribution, and then a detailed breakdown of each of the pay bands where you can also edit and delete. And as a final analysis, we also have an internal compa-ratio analysis, which compares an individual employee's salary to the midpoint of any given salary range. So a compa-ratio of 75% means that an employee earns 25% less than the grade average. And we can see that we have multiple tab-based view here for a base pay analysis, as well as a salary range penetration, an employee-specific analysis, which can also include target total compensation. So, with the compensation analysis graph, with our compensation structures, and with our internal compa-ratio analysis, we can get an overall feel for the internal pay philosophy of the organisation and regain control of our compensation structures.